we're wired up. Let's test it out. Turn the truck on. My wife is holding the camera. We haven't mounted the camera because we want to make sure the wiring's working. And look at that, automatically connected. I didn't have to do any syncing or anything. Working. And then there's our forward facing camera. So now I'm just down to mounting the camera and then run the booster up. But that doesn't require any hard wiring. So yay, this was a lot easier than I thought. And we'll go ahead and get it all cleaned up. Okay, so now that I know it works, I went ahead and got the wires all put in here. I've just got it running out of this along this channel. Now what I think I'm gonna do is I think I'm gonna mount this right here. That's we were testing, my wife and I, and it looks like right there will be fine. Because this is like a hollow plastic decorative trim piece, I think that will work perfect. We'll put it right here. I'm gonna use some butyl tape, I think, underneath, and then I'll use some Dicor on the screws. So then the only other thing I have to do is run that cable to the front. I guess I put my ladder here in the wrong spot. And then they send 3M sticky tape to do this up front. You could screw it in. I'm not going to screw it in. I'm going to try it with just the 3M tape. Hopefully that will hold it, because I definitely don't want to screw it into the roof. So that'll run up. That's just that booster, and they have the little clips for it. So that'll be the next part. Go ahead and get that done. I now have it all installed, so you can see right up here, I've got the little transmitter. Now I currently have, I use the 3M to put it down. I didn't want to put screws into the roof, but I currently have, you can see these here, quick ties around our rail system. Eventually, if I can find some bigger ones that are black, I'll put them around, and that way you won't see them. And then I've just got it, and I don't think you can see it here, but it runs down. Now they give you a lot of cable. So if you have like a big 40-foot motorhome, you're gonna have plenty to run this. But because I had so much left over, you can see I just kind of coiled it here, trying to hide it behind this one right here. Zoom this out a little bit. And then again, I've attached it here just so it's not flopping around. And then I used their little clips all along the roof down to the camera back there. And then I actually zip tied it to our Max Air fan cover, just kind of hold it in place. Again, this cable's not heavy, so it should be fine. We're gonna be leaving in a couple days, so now that the camera's fully installed and it's operational, we'll give it a try once we hit the road. We've been on the road for 3 hours now using our new Haloview RD10 rear view or backup camera, and I have to tell you, this thing is phenomenal. I love the fact that it's up here because it's just natural tendency, like you're looking out your rear view mirror. Excellent picture, full color. I can see for the first time pulling a big trailer, I can actually see what's beside of me, and that's really nice. So we're literally on the south side of Chicago right now. Traffic is nuts, but because I have this, I'm having no issues. So I really like this. Now, with this screen, what we can do, right now I just have it in full view, but if I want, I can swipe over and get the front camera if I wanted to, or I can go to a split screen. So you have some options there. But for me, it makes most sense just to have it like I'm looking out my rear view mirror so that I can see what's coming up behind me. There's also some settings you can do in here. And what's a really nice feature that we didn't know is there's actually volume. And now where the volume's gonna be nice is if Patty's outside the truck and we're trying to back into a campsite, even though I'm gonna be able to see what's going on, she could actually talk to me while I'm in the truck. So she could be out back and say, hey, bring it on back another 5 feet, 10 feet, whatever. And I'm gonna be able to hear her here in the truck. So that's kind of a nice feature. Now we can get to settings. I'm still trying to figure this out. Yep, just 2 fingers kind of spreading them apart. And you can see we got buttons that come up and they do different things, but I'm gonna come down here. One of them, you can shut the volume off. Let's do settings. And this is where you can get into your camera and the different settings. And here we can get into things like adjusting the clock. language, just all kinds of things. And this is touch screen, which is really nice. So just something else. What I want to do is go into play, and oh, here we go. Cam 1, Cam 2. So let's see what we've got here. It looks like camera 1. We can actually go back and look at our footage. It looks like it puts it into, so camera 1's going to be the back camera. And then we can go back here to camera 2. And that's going to be our dash cam. So that's how you would use this touch screen to go in and look at your various things. So we're now 1,800 miles into our trip, and I honestly don't know how I ever hauled trailers before without having one of these. I absolutely love this Halo RD10 rear view camera. I love the way it mounts right here. It's just, again, natural tendency to look there, and the fact that it has this built-in dash cam and it's recording. Absolutely love it. Only issue we had was coming through the Badlands. The truck was reading like 98 degrees, and I think this monitor got overheated. We lost signal for a little bit, so we unplugged it, redirected air conditioning straight up, and 5 minutes later plugged it in, worked fine, and we haven't had an issue since with that. So that's really the only thing, and I think it was just so much heat coming through the Badlands. But I love this one. It's the RD10. Again, it mounts right over your rear view mirror, and it also has that extra transmitter, so if you have a really long rig, you won't lose signal between the two. I'm going to go ahead and link down below in the description for this video directly to the Haloview website, so you can look this one up and check it out for yourself. A big thank you to Haloview for sending this to us so that we can try it out on this trip and share it with you. Till next time, everybody, we'll see ya on down the road. Good night.